Welcome to the session E-Governance in Technology Management. In today's session, we are going to discuss about Introduction to E-Governance, definition and pillars of E-Governance, importance of E-Governance in technology management, evolution of e-governance, various e-governance models, key technologies used in e-governance, mobile governance, legal and regulatory framework for e-governance, challenges in implementing e-governance, future trends in e-governance, and some of the best practices. Technology plays an important role in enabling efficient and citizen-centric governance. Now, in today's session, we are going to discuss more about the role of technology in having an efficient e-governance system. The relationship between the government and the citizens in any country can be prospered with the help of technology. Technology helps the government to deliver better services faster and also helps the government to keep engaged their citizens. It also helps in achieving transparency. Now, e-governance refers to government's use of technology, particularly like internet, mobile apps or any other services with the help of internet. And this can connect the citizens, business partners and also other government departments within the country. Not only this, it can also help the government to connect with other governments across the globe. Now, with this, let us take a look at the formal definition of e-governance. E-governance or electronic governance is the use of information and communication technology to improve government services. It includes use of internet, mobile computing and wide area networks. Now, since the development of technology, many of the governments started thinking on investing on computer technologies. Now, computers have become an integral part of governance. Using electronic channels for communication and faster transactions has made computers more reliable for the government services. Now, this has not only helped in achieving the service-oriented dimensions, it has also helped in achieving transparency, accountability, efficiency and engaged citizen participation. Now, the diagram here clearly shows us the four pillars of e-governance. People, process, technology and resources are the four pillars of e-governance. Now, these pillars help digitally transform e-governance. When we say people, it could be anybody like employers, end users, citizens who are connected with the government systems. Processes are various set of activities designed within these technologies. Now, let us look into the importance of e-governance. It helps the government to achieve transparency by making information available online. It also helps in improved public administration by improving the quality of services by making them more accessible and available to all the citizens and other users. It helps in reducing corruption by tracking the government activities online, monitoring and evaluating the set of activities happening through various projects of government. It also helps in achieving greater digital inclusion and reduce the digital divide by providing more accessibility to all the users. And today, to some extent, the economic prosperity of a country can be defined by the set of technological activities the government is integrating in its day-to-day operations. Now, with the development of economy, there needs to be more and more integration of technology. Now, technology enables not only communication, it also enables the faster connectivity and faster delivery of services. Now, let us take a quick look of how the governance evolved from governance to e-governance. Sometime around 1990s, most of the government departments were talking about being paperless just by having few computer systems, and they assume that they are going to store the data or use certain printouts so they could store those printed documents as filing systems. Now, by 2000, all this filing system changed into an electronic database system. By 2010, they had internet and web-based interactions extended to the departments and citizens. Now, today what we see is totally different with the help of mobile apps. The diagram here clearly indicates how the government moved from phase 1 to phase 4, like from being information to interaction, from interaction to transaction, from transaction to transformation. Now, this has increased the value to the citizens and business by reducing the complexities. Now, it all started with the information technology communication with Web 2, which was particularly dependent on the third party applications. And there were very less interactions in this stage. Now, the second stage the governments achieve is the e-government, where back office operations or interoperability is achieved. So, frontline services are extended and to an extent transparency is achieved. Certain policies, securities and other things are implemented. Now, at the third stage like e-participation, where G2G, G2B, G2C and C2C models could be achieved, where participation of e-government services is high, participation in e-democracy, and also capabilities and willingness to participate is there from both the parties. Now, the last stage is e-governance, where incorporation of e-participation, e-government and ICT with Web 2 interaction. There are goals set for good governance through responsive, inclusive and participatory and representative decision making. Now, today what we see in our Indian scenario, we have achieved all these 4 stages. We have multiple schemes implemented by government as a part of e-governance. Now, we will be able to understand this with the help of certain e-governance models. Some of the common e-governance models are G2C, that is government to citizens, where government would extend multiple digital services for citizens' engagement and benefits. G2B, government to business, where certain e-procurement and other compliances could be achieved for business sectors. This is mostly to connect the business entities with the government departments. We have G2G, government to government, where interagency collaborations are achieved. Now, it could be between the state governments or from central government to the state government, multiple department interactions which are enabled with the help of websites and electronic communication devices. G2E, government to employee, where HR and internal automation systems are achieved with the help of various software applications and websites. Government also takes care of certain norms and policies to be implemented as employee welfare and safety measures. Now, all these could be achieved with the help of this model. Now, we will spend little time on understanding government to government. When you look at this diagram, it is very clearly stating that how exactly government to government various departments are connected. So, this is an example for government to employee, where government is connecting the employees, something like it could be with respect to the insurance or a PF or payroll systems or healthcare measures or policies or providing other data security measures. Now, we have multiple applications like this in our Indian governance system. Now, as good as IT companies, majority of the governments today are also using the emerging technologies like artificial intelligence, Internet of Things, blockchain and big data analytics. Now, government's data is quite massive compared to the organization's data. Imagine a country like India, which is one of the most populated country in the world, how big could be the citizens' data? Now, we definitely need large computer resources to store this data, and we need higher capabilities to transact, store and use this data for governance system. So, we see in majority of the governance systems today, certain things like AI chatbots are used, automated replies or something like answering the queries as per the citizens' requirement, or any of these sort of simple applications are used in the day-to-day governance system. Artificial intelligence is also used for fraud detection, automated file processing. Predictive analytics is one of the things which is used in the governance to predict the citizens' data or certain policies or other related decisions. So, We can say like government is using all the emerging technologies. Government is also using blockchain technology to store the data in a secured manner. So we can say that government is using all the emerging technologies for e-governance purpose. Now with the number of mobiles being used by the citizens of India, it is said that it is more than the population number. Now, the statistics here clearly shows what is the number of mobiles. With mobiles, it was easy for the government to reach the citizens with the help of apps which were integrated on smartphones. Multiple government schemes could be implemented and government achieved the direct benefit schemes or DBT, which was earlier an hurdle or a challenge to be achieved. Government has also used mobile applications for learning systems, banking purpose, healthcare systems. So mobile governance is more beneficial than ever. Certain mobile apps are designed exclusively for the government services. Citizen engagement through SMS and apps have been common these days. So one of the successful implementation was Aadhaar. Like today when we want to check any of the details, we would be able to check it on an internet or on our mobile. We can download the e-Aadhaar card. Apart from this, government has also designed multiple apps for the citizens' benefit. Some of the common apps what we can see are like DigiLocker, which is used to store the documents, or a simple Beam application, Aadhaar application, Madad, Umang app, which is useful for checking the various government details. And during COVID time, government designed multiple healthcare apps which was very useful for monitoring the health details of the citizens and to implement the vaccination and other healthcare measures which were required. Now while government is also designing and implementing the data systems, it also needs to take care of the data protection. So all the laws and other data protection regulatory measures what we have discussed in the earlier sessions are also applicable to the government data. The government data especially needs to be protected from the point of citizens because it belongs to one country. Every government ensures that they have a very strong policy towards the data security and protection. So they take care of the risks in digital governance, enough security measures are designed. Government also strategizes for securing not only citizens' data, but also the government departments' data. They design strong cybersecurity policies. They also need to comply with the international standards and compliance. And they also focus on designing exclusive policies for digital governance. Now this apart from all the earlier like DPDP Act or Information Technology 2000 Act, government also ensures that the data created, stored for the purpose of citizens and government departments are securely stored and handled. The challenges in e-governance are many. To list, even the government data is not free from the cybersecurity threats. The another challenge is the digital divide, where in a country like India, it could be due to the infrastructure reasons or for the awareness reason, multiple people have still not been included in the digital literacy campaigns. Infrastructure issues due to the geographical variations, bureaucratic resistance to digital transformation, lack of policy and regulation for reusage, lack of partnership and collaboration, lack of strategic plans, and then again the main problem is the budget, like shortage of financial resources. India still has better e-governance when compared to multiple other countries. We have one of the strongest cyber secure measures implemented with respect to the government data. Now apart from creating this, the government also has one of the biggest challenge in creating the awareness of the importance of e-governance to its citizens, employees, departments, and each and everybody who is included as a part of the country. Now in coming days, there could be multiple trends. Some of the future trends what we can assume are AI driven policy making. Now imagine artificial intelligence being used for making policies, decentralized governance with the help of blockchain technologies, The rise of metaverse based governance systems, like imagine all parties converted into different avatars and having different conversations for the better benefit of the economy design. Now, these are all certain possibilities which people have assumed might occur in the coming days. Now, in coming days, some of the best practices by the government could be adopting citizen-centric designs, PPP or the public-private partnerships, continuous monitoring and innovation in terms of e-governance, data, policy and measures. It is also possible to hand over certain departments' data to the interdepartment operations. Now, let us take a look into the example of some of the best government applications which have been widely used by the citizens. DigiLocker, which allows the citizens to store important documents digitally. Mobile Seva, which provides government services to people through mobile phones. My Government, which links the government with citizens to achieve good governance. Darpan, an online tool to monitor and analyze the implementation of important of government projects. We also have Jeevan Praman, an Aadhaar-based biometric authentic system for pensioners. Now, these are only very few listed set of government applications. There are still multiple other applications like this. India, as a country of IT pioneers, today the citizens are well aware of multiple applications and e-governance benefits. There is still a need of extension of simple digital applications which could be allowed on simple smartphones which are used by the rural India. With this, there are still opportunities for extension of applications to e-governance for rural India. Now, this might also help in reducing the digital divide in coming days. In a country like India, where citizens still take time to trust the government, it is possible with the help of e-governance to eliminate the middlemen who are creating problems and corruptions in the public policy systems. Now, e-governance could also be a very effective and powerful tool in bringing that integration, honesty and confidence amongst the citizens with lots of digital applications provided by the government systems. So, with this we can conclude saying that e-governance could help achieve the transparency and accountability from the government side and enables to win the trust from the citizens to the government. Once this is achieved, we can confidently say that India's governance has completely achieved the e-governance. Now, let us take a quick look of the session highlights what we discussed today. We started with introduction to e-governance, definition and pillars of e-governance, importance of e-governance in technology management, evolution of e-governance, e-governance models, key technologies used in e-governance, mobile governance, legal and regulatory framework for e-governance, challenges in implementing e-governance, future trends in e-governance, best practices for effective e-governance implementation. These are some of the interesting facts. References used in this session. Thank you.